Hello and welcome to this super energizing and quick yoga flow. Let's begin on our knees, just sitting with your knees together, your body upright. We'll take a few grounding breaths. Take a deep breath in, lift your chest upward and expand your ribcage outward as much as you can. Exhale, bring your shoulder blades together and down your spine. Another deep breath in like that, lifting your chest and your chin slightly. And exhale your shoulder blades down. Now walk your hands forward and come into tabletop position. Your hands are under your shoulders and your knees are a little bit wider than your hips. And we'll start with a few cat-cows. Take a deep breath in and lift your chest forward to the front of the mat and your tailbone upward. And exhale, tuck your tailbone towards your knees and bring your chin towards your chest, pushing your shoulders up. Inhale back into cow pose, lifting your chin and your tailbone towards the sky. Drop your belly button towards the floor. And then exhale back into cat pose, pushing your shoulders up towards the sky. Do a couple more of these at your own pace, following your breath. Go nice and slow. And then the next time you come into cat pose with your shoulders pushing up towards the ceiling, drop your hips back all the way into child's pose. And then on the inhale, lift your chin and your hips towards the sky, coming back into cow pose. Exhale into cat pose, dropping your hips all the way back into child's pose. And move through this at your own pace, following your breath. And then come back into tabletop with a neutral spine. Bring your knees to underneath your hips and then firmly plant your left hand on the mat. And then take a deep breath in. Reach your right hand up as well as your left foot all the way back. And then exhale your elbow and your knee together under your body. Inhale, extending your arm and your foot outward. Exhale, your elbow and knee together under your body. Do that a couple more times at your own pace. And then come back into tabletop. Wag your tail a little bit, loosen your spine and your hips up. And then find stillness back at center. And now plant your right hand firmly onto the mat. Take a deep breath in and reach your left hand forward and your right foot straight back. And then exhale, elbow and knee together under your body. Do this 3 more times on your own. And then coming back to tabletop, wag your tail a little bit. And now tuck your toes and lift your hips and knees. Come back into downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet, bending one knee a lot and then straightening the other leg. Switching sides. Let your head drop towards the ground. Let gravity pull on it. Just release any tension you have in your neck. And then find stillness into down dog. Lift your hips up towards the sky and push your chest towards the floor. Take a deep breath. And then on your next inhale, reach your right foot up towards the sky as much as you can. Exhale your knee to your nose under your body. Inhale your right foot back up to the sky. Exhale your knee to your right elbow. Inhale, foot up to the sky. Exhale your knee to your left elbow. Inhale back up to the sky. And then take a deep breath. Now bring your knee back towards your nose and then drop your foot between your hands and square your hips towards the front of the mat. Take a deep breath in and lift your body up into high lunge warrior one. Both hip joints facing forward, hands up towards the sky. Take a deep breath. On your next exhale, lower your body towards your thighs and bring your hands back behind you. And take a deep breath here. On your next inhale, lift your body back up to warrior one. And take a deep breath at warrior one. Now bring your body back towards your thigh. Drop your hands down to the ground and send your right foot back to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath. Now we'll do the same on the other side. Take a deep breath in, lift your left leg all the way up towards the sky. Exhale your knee to your nose under your body. Inhale back up to the sky. Exhale over to your left elbow. Inhale back up to the sky. Exhale over to your right elbow. Inhale, lift your leg all the way back up to the sky. And then take a deep breath here. Now bring your knee towards your nose, under your body, and then drop your left foot between your hands. Square your hips to the front of the mat, and then lift your body up, raise your arms overhead. Come into high lunge or warrior one and take a deep breath here. And then lower your body over your left thigh and send your hands back behind you. Take a deep breath. And then on your next inhale, lift your body up. Come back into warrior one with your arms raised overhead. And slowly bring your body down. Plant your hands on the ground and send your left foot back into downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet. Take a deep breath. Now on your next inhale, raise your right foot straight up to the sky. Exhale your knee to your nose. Inhale your foot straight up to the sky. Exhale your knee to your right elbow. Inhale your foot straight up to the sky. Exhale to your left elbow. Inhale your foot back. Exhale, bring it all the way to the front and drop your foot between your hands. Square your hips, take a deep breath in, lift your body and arms, come up to warrior one. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, lower your body down over your thighs, send your hands back behind you. Inhale, bringing your arms back up. Exhale, turn your body to the right, bringing your hands parallel to the ground. Inhale, back to center with your arms overhead. Exhale, open up to warrior two, arms parallel to the ground, your body open to the left side of the mat. And then another big inhale, coming back to warrior one, facing the front of the mat with your arms overhead. And exhale your hands down to the mat. Send your right foot back to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath. And then inhale, lift your left foot all the way up to the sky. Exhale your knee to your nose under your body. Inhale your foot up. Exhale your knee to your left elbow. Inhale your foot up. Exhale to your right elbow. Inhale your foot back up. And then exhale, bring it all the way between your hands. Drop it down and then take a deep breath in. Lift your body and your arms all the way up to warrior one. And then exhale, bring your body over your left thigh. Send your hands back. Inhale back to warrior one. And then exhale, turn your body open to the left. Bring your arms parallel to the floor, palms facing to the left. Inhale back to warrior one. Exhale, open up to the right side in warrior two. Bringing your hands parallel to the floor. Inhale back to warrior one. Exhale your hands down to the mat. Send your left foot back to downward facing dog. And take a couple deep breaths here. Finding stillness in between that flow. Now inhale your right foot straight back, and then exhale your knee to your nose. Inhale your foot up again. Exhale your knee to your right elbow. Inhale your foot straight back. Exhale your knee to your left elbow. Inhale up again. Exhale, plant your right foot between your hands, square your hips, and then take a deep breath and come on up into warrior one, arms overhead. Take a deep breath. Inhale, lift your chest and your chin. Exhale, bring your body towards your right thigh. Send your hands back. Inhale, back up to warrior one, lifting your arms overhead. Exhale, turn your body to the right, lowering your hands parallel to the floor. Inhale, back up to warrior one. Exhale, open to warrior two, hands parallel to the floor, your body facing the left. Inhale, drop your left hand back to your left leg, reach your right arm up overhead. Exhale, bring your right elbow to your right knee, reach your left hand up overhead. Inhale, back to warrior two. And then exhale, windmill your hands to the ground, and then send your right foot back to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath. And then we'll do the same on the other side. Take a deep breath in, reach your left foot all the way up. Exhale your knee to your nose. Inhale your foot straight back. Exhale your knee to your left elbow. Inhale it back. Exhale it to your right elbow. Inhale straight back. Exhale your left foot between your hands. Square your hips. Take a deep breath in. Lift your body up. Raise your arms overhead. And then exhale, lower your body towards your left thigh. Send your hands straight back. Inhale back up to warrior one. Exhale, turn your body to the left. Lower your hands so they're parallel to the floor. Inhale back to warrior one. Exhale, open up to warrior two. Turning your body to the right. Bringing your hands parallel to the floor. On your next inhale, drop your right hand down to your right leg and then reach your left hand up. And exhale, bring your left elbow to your left knee and reach your right arm all the way up and over. Inhale back to warrior two. And then exhale, windmill your hands all the way to the ground and send your left foot back to downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet, take a couple deep breaths. And then drop your knees to the mat. Spread your knees as wide as the mat. Sink your hips back. Come into child's pose. Take a couple deep breaths here. Just try to fill the gap between your thighs and the ground with your rib cage on your inhale. And then on your exhale, just let your body drape over the ground. Just melting into it. Walk your hands all the way to the left side of the mat. Drop your head down and take a deep breath. Walk your hands all the way to the right side of the mat. Drop your head down. Take a deep breath here. And walk your hands back to center. And then all the way towards your body, lifting yourself upright. And then come onto your seat and send your feet straight out in front of you so that your legs are straight, pushing the backs of your knees into the ground. With a straight back, take a deep breath in, lift your chest and your arms upright, and exhale, forward fold. Grab onto your feet if you can, or your ankles or calves, and use your core to pull yourself towards your legs and let your head hang, let gravity pull on it. Push into the ground with the backs of your knees and take a couple really deep breaths here. And then slowly, one vertebra at a time, roll your body upright. And then hug your right knee into your chest, and then bring your right foot all the way to your left hip and stack your right knee on top of your left knee. Flex your left toes towards your body. Sit upright and take a deep breath in, reaching your arms up overhead. And then exhale, forward fold, letting your hands fall wherever. Just let your head dangle. Take a deep breath. And then slowly roll yourself upright. Bring your right foot to the inside of your left thigh, and then square your body so that it's facing your left foot. Flex your left toes so they're facing you, and then take a deep breath in, reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Again, grabbing onto whatever you can and using your core to pull your body towards your leg. Let your head hang, and then take a nice deep breath. Slowly roll yourself upright. And then send your right foot to meet your left so both legs are straight. And now hug your left knee in to your chest and bring your left foot over to your right hip. Stack your left knee on top of your right knee. Get all situated. Take a deep breath in. Reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Let your head hang. And slowly roll yourself upright. And then bring your left foot to the inside of your right thigh. And then square your body towards your right leg. Sit up tall, take a deep breath in, reach your arms up overhead. And then exhale, forward fold. Slowly roll yourself upright. And then bring the soles of your feet together in front of you and letting your knees fall open into a nice butterfly pose. Take a deep breath in, reach your arms up overhead. And then exhale, forward fold to wherever you can. It doesn't really matter. Just let gravity pull on your head. And then place your hands, palms facing up on the ground. And take a deep breath here. And slowly roll yourself upright. Bring your knees together with the soles of your feet flat on the ground. And you can scoot your hips forward a little bit to give yourself some space on the mat behind you. Broaden your chest to the front of your mat, lifting yourself upright so that you're holding your body upright with your core. And then bring your hands parallel to the ground, palms facing each other. And then slowly begin to roll down to the mat, one vertebra at a time. And then when you get to your rib cage, start to come back up one vertebra at a time with your chest still broad towards the front of the mat. And then slowly do this a few more times at your own pace. And the next time that you are lowering down, come all the way down so that your back is flat on the ground. Then walk your feet in towards your hips a little bit, knees still facing upright. And plant your hands firmly on the ground, palms facing down. Take a deep breath in and lift your hips up off the ground as high as you can and push into the ground with your feet. Bring your shoulders closer together so that way you get a nice foundation under your back. Take a couple deep breaths here, lifting your hips up with every inhale. And slowly, one vertebra at a time, lower yourself down to the ground. Big inhale, lift your hips up. Exhale, lower them back to the ground. Inhale, hips up. Exhale, back down to the ground. Do this a few more times on your own. And the next time you bring your hips back to the ground, hug your knees into your chest. Give them a good squeeze. Send your left foot straight out so that your leg is flat on the ground. Hug your right knee into your right armpit. And then with your left hand, guide your right knee all the way over to the left side of the mat. Reach your right arm out. Turn your gaze to look at your right fingertips and take a couple deep breaths here. Bring your knee back into your chest. Hug both knees in. Give them a good squeeze. Release your right leg down to the mat, extending it fully forward. Hug your left knee into your armpit. And then with your right hand, bring your left knee all the way over to the right side of you, down to the ground if you can. Extend your left arm out, turn your gaze to your left fingertips, and take a couple deep breaths. Bring your knee back into your chest. Squeeze both knees into your chest one more time. And then release them down to the ground, all the way out. Let your feet fall out. Release your hands to the ground, palms facing up. Coming into our final resting pose, Shavasana. Take a really deep breath in. Expand your chest towards the ceiling above you. And then exhale, just releasing everything down towards the mat. Releasing the muscles in your face. Any expression you're holding, just let it go. Your neck and shoulders, let them be heavy. Stay here as long as you can. Enjoy all the work that you just did. Thank you so much for joining me. If you liked this, then give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe.